All right. Molluscoid's almost there in the driveway. Did the live stream start? The live stream started. All right. Kind of frantically getting this live stream started. That's why I didn't say, why hello there, Shomsters and Shomstresses alike. Shoms Nelson. Oh no, I like to say live Utopians and not dead Utopians, replay Utopians alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade, and in this live stream, God willing, we'll be doing the first playtest of World of Chibu. Now, it seems pretty hectic and chaotic. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we'll playtest it. We'll playtest it, even if I have to playtest it all by myself. All right, so I think you guys can see me. All right, let's open up the playtest map. We'll get that started. Okay, these are for later. We got our live chat over here. Let's see if anybody's gonna pop in. Yo, Sir Hobo, you want to join the game? Let me pop you over to our Discord, and I should be on the live chat, on the voice chat there. Nico and Molluscoid, can you guys hear me at all? No, I haven't gotten confirmation that it's working yet, but it looks like it's working. So let me share this. Yo, so how do you hear on Discord and watch the stream? Darn. I think you'd have to mute the stream. I think you just put the stream on. Oh, because you have two apps open. I don't know if Discord lets you use the voice chat in the background. That's kind of tough. Honestly, you don't really need to see the stream. I have a couple little images, but if you only had to go on Discord and not watch the stream, that would probably be the better option rather than the other way around. So I don't know. Yeah, I think you should stay on Discord. The Discord for Sir Hobo. Alright, so you guys, I forgot this is going to be replaying, live stream, whatever. I gotta tell you guys what's going on. We got World of Chibu. Oh, cool, I'm hearing something. It's a little bit crazy robotic,
yeah,
but...
Nico is kind of getting molested by a transformer over
That's
here.
exactly what's happening, in a very speedy way.
Yeah, I'm going to mute him until if
That's
he
a smart
says it's
idea.
fixed or something, I don't know.
So that was Nico on his... Oh, cool, and Hobo's up in the chat. What's up, dude?
Yo, man. Yo, thanks for the desert thing, by the way. This is, like, really cool.
Okay, cool, man. No, I'm glad that it was helpful. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, and then I saw your message, and I'm like, I'll just do it. I was like,
yeah, man.
I didn't know.
No, I just got into it, like, 2 or 3 days ago. Or maybe, I don't know, like, maybe, like, a week ago. But they're starting to look, like, pretty much dead on what you were doing in the videos and stuff.
Sick.
And I'm doing a D&D that's imagine like 6 feet by 4 feet, right? So it can fit about 5 people in it with my DM spot at the end of the table. And
wait, you're making a 6 by 5 foot what? What do you?
It's a table. I'll explain it to you in 1
You're
second.
building a table? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I gotta take a phone call real quick. I'll be right back.
No worries, dude. Do your thing. All right, cool. So I guess in the meantime, what I'll do is go through, because where is he? Bionics was asking about the character creation process. So just go through it real quick for anyone watching who might want to join the playtest. For a future playtest, hop into our Discord. I'll put the link in some places, and then we'll figure out times and stuff. But he was asking, do I have to read the whole rule book, or can I just read the first few pages to make a character? So if you're trying to jump in, if you're familiar with D&D, you probably don't have to read too much. You probably will pick it up, or if you're familiar with tabletop role-playing games. If you're not, you might have to do a little more reading, but basically there are multiple steps, and I'll go through super quick what it takes to make your character, and then hopefully by then everyone will be ready, and we'll start playtesting the first little one-shot I got cooked up. So the first thing you do, you don't have to really read this if you don't want to. This little gives an idea of the setting. In section 2, this is the part you need, the character creation. All right, there are multiple steps. Personality is just rolling a d20, 20-sided dice. Roll it twice, get 2 traits. or you can just choose 2 traits, or you can just make them up. This is mostly just to help you kind of come up with a cool character and randomize it a little bit in case you're feeling a little writer's block. Then you get the base stats and attribute. When you start off at level 1, you get all this stuff. So you're going to get 20 health plus your constitution, which you'll see in the next section. It's attributes, or in this next section coming down here. You're going to choose your attributes, which we'll get to. So this is something you'll probably refer back to once you roll your attributes. I feel like it should be before the attribute section, but I'm not 100% sure. Skills again, so I'll go through all this. And leveling, don't worry about that yet. So this is kind of give you an idea. If you have a 4 in one of your attributes, that's pretty good. If you have a 1, you're right. If you have a 0, that's probably like average, and negatives would be if you're bad at them. But I'm assuming all player character Chiibbuuuuus are pretty strong, tough guys, and gals. So then, so they're not going to have any negative stats, at least. Okay, so strength, dexterity, all these stuff. I'll let you read it. It probably should be familiar, but if not, it kind of is what you'd expect it to be in real life. But you're going to roll. Basically, what you're going to do, you're going to roll 6 4-sided dice. So if you can either use a dice roller online, or if you're not familiar, there's a little 4-sided dice. You're going to roll them 6 times. You're going to get 6 numbers, and you're going to put each of those numbers in different ones. So if you get a 2, you could put a 2 in dexterity. You could put a 2 in constitution. You get a 4, you could put a 4 in strength. You could put a 4 in whatever, but one number for each of those attributes. After that, you're going to choose your people. And each people has 2 subclasses. So the +2 fire element, I'll get into the details later once you play, but just add this information on your character sheet. Basically, you can get +2 on damage and stuff and hit and everything with those fire spells if you have any fire spells. These are the skills you start off with, and they change between all the different ones. Some of them have special skills. Other ones that are just listed, you'll see in the skills section coming up right here. And so you choose your Chiibbuuuuuuu, your race. There's a bunch of different races, or peoples, I call them. And also your abilities. So if you had like a 3 in strength and you choose to be a knight, then your strength goes up to 5. You just change it to 5 permanently if you get a +2 strength. Optional, parents, helps you build out your character a little more. Then you're going to choose skills. So the skills you get from your peoples, you get those. Then you're going to choose 2 more skills to add on top of that. And I'll let you go through the skills. There are combat skills to use in battle, defensive skills, also, battle. Utility skills are things like swimming, sleight of hand, sneaking around, knowledge, all sorts of stuff. Then magic skills, which are divided up into general magic. And if you want to have an elemental magic, you have to unlock it. So you have to use one of your skills to use this to get this skill. Choose element. Then you choose element fire. All right, now you've unlocked this element, and you can choose one of these. Hey, what's up, man? I think I'm actually done.
I was just going to interrupt you for one second. I gotta go for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll be right back, and I can do the character creation stuff. But I have a little semi-emergency to take care of.
Okay, well, I hope it's not anything too serious, man. And
no, it's just a scheduling conflict kind of thing.
Okay, cool. And maybe when you come back, we'll just have you jump in the game using one of the pre-made characters if you want to play, because I don't know if we'll have time.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I have a D&D Beyond, so I can make a character like ASAP, like
okay.
2 seconds.
Oh, dang, all right. That's good, because I want my system to be quick for making characters. All right, great.
All right, see you later.
Later, man. Hey, okay, so are you in the, can you get on the live chat, Nico? Or, I guess I'll call you Nico because it says right there. It's also Professor Stratega, if you guys aren't aware. I mean, not in the live chat, in the chat over here. Okay, and then that's, last step, you're going to choose your equipment. All right, and it's pretty simple. Basically, there are 2 defensive saves. So if you dodge something, it's a dexterity save. If you just, like, put your chest out and just take a punch straight to the chest, or you take a sword and you just, grab the sword in midair because you're so strong, it doesn't even matter, then that's a strength save. But strength saves also are like armor. So if you put up a shield and just take damage, that's a strength save. But if you dodge or hide or whatever, that's dexterity. So you can choose whether you want to be more of a strength-based defensive character or a dexterity-based defensive character. And if you want to be strength-based, you probably want to get some armor. If dexterity, you probably don't want armor. Or you can be balanced. All right, and I think that's it. Once you get to that point, you've got your character pretty much made, and there's this doc over here, which will be linked in the Discord, in the World of Chibu section under the pinned items, where you can just add your character with all the other characters that are made. Oh, cool. Who made this? Oh, nice. Morrison already made his character. Dude, this is sick. So yeah, we don't have AC anymore. We'll switch that up. But okay, so let's see who's playing and let's figure this out. So Molluscoid, are you there? Discord.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I can barely hear you, but I heard you. And Nico, are you there? Is he gonna be typing? If he's gonna be typing, I guess we'll just deal with it. Whatever we work with today, we work with. But I just want to start playing and see how this turns out, and just freaking, yeah, just see what happens. How does that sound? All right. All right. So I'm trying to think of the best way to start. Oh man, we got tons of people in the chats, man. Dang, I got 10 people watching. Yo, what's up, everyone? I didn't even realize. I was just thinking, like, focusing on just getting this playtest. Does anyone want to jump in on the playtest? Oh, okay, so Axel Evan, what's up, Bionics? Are you going to jump in on this playtest? Yo, RW40, shout out. Wait, let me shout it out. RW40! Apparently I have to shout in a higher pitch. Something wrong with my vocal cords. No, come on, play, man. We're only going to play for an hour. Lois Semper, the coolest named person in the live chat, in the top chat. I think I like live chat. All messages are visible. Yeah, right. Dang man, none of y'all can play. Diesel King, what's up? Oh, so this is Noah from the Discord. If any of y'all want to pop in on the Discord, just pop into the voice chat and we'll try to jump you in. But I think I'm gonna start playing now because you know, I want to get to it. So okay, so Molluscoid and Nico, are you guys both hearing me? For AC now. So Morrison asked what I use for AC. Basically, we have strength and dexterity saves. So instead of me rolling, like if a guy attacks you, and you guys will see this in a moment, but if a guy attacks you, shoots a firebolt, and instead of me rolling and up, I missed because I got a 3. No, I'm going to say he shoots a firebolt. Do you dodge or do you take it to the face and just, you're not even scared? Or do you put up your shield? You know, like basically dodge is going to be a dexterity save and strength saves will be like armor and just like toughen it out. So so a fireball coming at you, I feel like it would be easier to dodge than to just take a fireball straight up and not be hurt. So in that case, I'm gonna say like maybe the dex save is going to be 14. You gotta roll a 14 plus your dex save to dodge it, but you might have to roll a 16 to strength save it. All right. I'm not. You see, those are the kind of thing I want to play test to see. Does that sound fair? And then maybe for melee attacks, it'll be the opposite. It's a little bit harder to dodge a melee attack, but it's easier to take it on the shield or armor or just tough it out. That's the idea. Yeah, you can just delete that now. I mean, if we end up bringing the AC system back, it's only like one little calculation, but you could leave it there, gray it out, whatever you want to do. But okay, cool. So, all right. So Nico can hear me. I guess if you can't, we'll just work it out. I'm gonna start pitching the game, and we'll take it from there. Oh, I think I can hear when Nico comes on, the thing's a little buzzy. So maybe you'll just have to turn on and off the thing if you want to talk. Because yeah, I don't want to have people hearing that buzz all the time. Yeah, okay. So, oh no. All right, I gotta mute it. Server mute, server deafen. I don't know how this works. Mute. Or maybe I'll do it low volume so I can hear if you're trying to come in. I don't know, man. All right, so let's start playing. So let's go to our little map. And we're gonna start off our adventure in the city of Qianshou, a Xia outpost down very far south from the Xia capital of Qi. And the nomad plains extend to the north. You know, they're vast, expansive, rolling hills. All right, we've got the great sky above. You know, just very like you know, thinking the Mongolian steppes. To the south, we have a forest, and to the east, there's Creamer Lake. It's actually Creamer's Lake. Creamer lives in there. He's a guy, but now it just gets called Creamer Lake. It's kind of, you know, it's been shortened. And so this Xia outpost is all right, yeah, so let's just get into it. I won't go too much into history and lore. I want to kind of play this as a one-shot just so we can test out mechanics and stuff. So let me bring you up to the quest giver. And also I need to introduce who's actually playing right now. Hobo, Molluscoid, and me. Yeah, I guess so. Hobo is not here right now. Molluscoid is here, and you're here. So I think that's the main people playing. And let's go into the characters and show you guys who you are. Do you want to introduce your character, Molluscoid? While I bring it up on the screen. Where is he? This is him, right? U3, clean hand. All right, he ruled the personality traits very clean and paranoid. They got the stats. He's like somewhat like this, and he has pale skin, a bald head with few hairs sticking out, brown and gray droopy mustache with a poorly trimmed beard. He often wears patchwork clothes made of leather and cloth that is very pristine, and always has a bar of soap on him. In addition, we have, where is he? Where is he? There it is. Samael Karstein. Karstein is a high elf. All right, his goal is to restore the family rule over the kingdom. We're not going to get too much into that. We don't have a picture, but he's cruel and brave. And he comes from the elven lands there in the northwest. All right, and usually elves aren't very friendly with other races, but in this case, I'm thinking he wanted to rule over the kingdom, so he's left his land to go on an adventure so that he can become stronger and return and gain back the kingdom. So they've both been at this outpost, and they're well known for their skills. So Chen Hot, the Dragon Guard captain of Jia, see there's the Dragon Guard and there's the Phoenix Guard. They're kind of rivals, but they're both, they work on the same side. All right, fine. So all right, we'll try it with Nico chatting on the thing. So in this day, you guys are living in the outpost or staying there, whatever reason. But you wake up, and last night there was a lot of like noise and sounds in the early morning at dawn, just a lot of banging and stuff. And as you exited your homes, you noticed that the earth golems, the earth elementals, were acting very worked up, very disturbed. All right, they seem aggravated, and they even become more and more aggravated. And you've seen this before because when the fire elementals spawn at a small fire pond, the earth elemental's natural instinct to absorb the fire in order to gain power, because fire feeds earth. And if you don't know let me see the 5 elements chart. I'll pull that up. So, Chen Hot, Captain Hot, summons you guys together, and while you're seeing these things struggling, a couple Chiibins come out and start using wood magic. See, okay, you'll see that. Let's see. Start using wood magic to help restrain the earth elementals, because if not, they would just start stomping down through the forest straight towards there, and that's it. You can't stop them, you know. So they're being restrained, and calmed down, but they're really aggravated. And Captain Hot has called you guys here, and this is what he says. Wait, where are you guys? U3, and what is his name? U3, Samuel. Something strange is going on at Small Fire Pond. I imagine a very powerful fire elemental has been summoned there to aggravate our earth golems so thoroughly. And we need to get someone down there to kill that elemental, because if we don't, these earth golems are going to get out and they're going to wreak havoc on the city and destroy our walls, and then we won't have any earth elementals to rebuild the walls, because the way they build walls in the world of Chibu, mostly the most convenient way, is to use earth elementals or earth magic to summon walls out of the ground. And if you use earth magic, like Chiban does, it'll only be temporary. But if an earth elemental uses his abilities to rise earth out of the ground, that earth will stay there permanently. So earth elementals, also called earth golems, are very useful, and they're a precious resource. So he wants to send you guys down there to Small Fire Pond, which is a little lava lake, to go and to destroy whatever powerful fire elemental has been summoned there. And laying in a cozy bed and playing I have no idea what this word means, what this sentence means. Sorry, bro. Um, but he also adds, I have something else that might be a help to you. Since this fire elemental is very powerful, it might serve you well to have some water magic on your side. Water magic does double damage to the fire elemental. All right, let's refer back to this chart. See, destroys fire. And see how wood destroys earth. That's why they're using wood magic to restrain the earth elementals. So he says, I found this off a dead nomad in the last battle to the north. You see, I can't go with you down to the small fire pond to help with this because I've got to stay here in case the nomads come and try to raid our village. All right? So he pulls out a small, or actually a pretty decently sized sapphire, which is glowing with a strange moving glow, almost as if a blue spirit is trapped in there. All right, a light glow. It says if my elementology knowledge is correct, this is almost a fully charged power stone. If you could go and destroy the animental, animal plus an elemental, the crab animental, this giant crab that Kramer keeps as a pet of some sorts in Kramer Lake. If you could kill it and capture its essence in here, it would probably turn into a full power stone, giving you the abilities of a power stone, which, because you guys probably don't know, allows you to turn into an elemental. You get double attacks of an elemental of that type. So if you'd be able to turn into a water elemental, pretty much it's pretty powerful, and you can do that once a day if you have a fully charged power stone. So he says Kramer won't like that, but we owe that kingdom man nothing. He's only caused trouble and has made that lake almost unfishable because of his darn animental, who seems to always to attack fishing boats and people and scare people off. So if you want to go there first and try to destroy this, you want to go to the pond first and try to destroy this animental, this crab animental, and fully charge this power stone before heading down to small fire pond, then you can choose to do that. But be swift, or else just head straight to small fire pond and take care of this problem. Which path will you choose? Captain Hot asks. All right, stranger, we will take on the job for you. So Molluscoid and or Nico. Hold on. If you can turn up your volume at all, I can barely hear you. Hold on. Let's see. Yep, I got my volume up as high as I can. There you are. Hey, thanks. I like his blue mustache too. Molluscoid, I heard you for a second, and then it dropped. Ah, thanks, Noah. Yeah, I gotta make more. I'll make a pirate map book either today or tomorrow. Small chain of islands, alright. Hey, Jimmy. Captain Hot. Fire Lake. Alright, Molluscoid, we'll just do a chat. I guess I should have tested out the audio before, I guess, but we'll just do a chat thing. So, maybe I'll have to roleplay their characters, alright? I'm gonna do it. If you don't like the way I do your character, well then, next time you gotta get a working microphone, I guess. So, Uthri says, we shall go straight to the Fire Lake. I do not fear these fire elementals. We need no help from a power stone. He says, so be it. Then hurry down and take care of this problem. All right? We're gonna fast forward. You guys travel through the forest south. Thanks, Nico. We're gonna travel. So you travel south down through the forest and arrive at the edge of a clearing. Where is the clearing? Travel south through the forest and arrive right about here at the edge of this clearing. Looking through the trees before you're noticed, you see that in the center of Small Fire Pond is a small black island formed by pooled lava. And sitting on that island is none other than this guy right here. He's looking quite annoyed, brooding even, all right? And he's got these shifty eyes. These shifty eyes, and he's got his back towards you, actually, and he's looking towards this direction, where there isn't quite as much forest. The forest is more sparse here, and it gives way into mountains. But behind him, there's a kind of rising cliff, which is about 6 to 10 chibits high, and a chibit is, one chibit is the average height of a chibin, so maybe 3.5 to 4 feet, let's say a meter, all right? So, so yeah, 6 to 10 meters, but 6 to 10 chibits is the unit of measurement used in the world of Chibu. And it kind of comes down on the side so that you can walk up from the sides, but in front of you, behind the pond, there is a sheer kind of cliff over here. And so aside from this guy, Enzo, with his little fiery eyes and everything, sitting there with his back turned to you, there's also a small fire elemental, which I haven't drawn, sitting next to him, and it seems to be coming out of a hole in that black rock, black island rock right here in the center of the pond. All right, as if it's coming out from the lava, and you see this little head, and it's kind of cute. And in the lava, around, swimming around, are 3 fire elementals, just kind of, I don't think I have earth elemental. I'll let you guys imagine them how you want, but humanoid formed fire elementals kind of patrolling around in a circle right around them in the center. All right, are you guys gonna do anything before you're noticed? Oh yeah, you don't see them. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So decide if you guys want to do anything, prep anything, or if are you just gonna walk out into the clearing and confront this guy. How are you gonna deal with the situation? It seems that these are the fire elementals that have been aggravating the earth elementals in the city of Shanshao. Yeah. All right. So this man will burn my clothes, and I do not want to be naked today. So he's hiding and kind of just peeking at them for now. All right. Let's see. Does Nico do anything? All right. So you guys are just hiding there, kind of laying low. He is very paranoid. That's right. But what you don't know is that this guy right here is also quite paranoid. And one of the fire elementals, as it's circling, finally spots you. And as soon as he looks over, and you see these white glowing eyes for the fire, or like reddish glowing, like it's just like a hollow where his eyes are. They look over at you, and as soon as you do, the other 2 and the one elemental in the middle, in unison, all turn and look at you. Enzo jumps up, looking almost like he freaked out, like he jumped out at him. Oh, he's shocked, and he goes, "Who goes there? Spies from the Earth Golem spies trying to sneak up at me, trying to come around and flank me? How dare you! You shall burn!" And then as he says that, the fire elementals, all 3 of them, shoot beams of fire. So I want you guys to make either reflex or strength saves. You've got to make a DC 14 reflex save to avoid these fires, but you have to make a DC 20. No, let's say 18. So 14 dexterity save, 18 strength save to resist these flames. Which ones will you guys do? Dex. All right. Nico, unless you can roll using the hashtag roll. I guess I'll just do it right here. Dex save D20. 1d20. 20, and then let's look at your dex save, bro. Oh yeah, so I have to make a change here. We got rid of the AC, and you see he had this medium armor, which gives you +3 to your strength and -2 to your dex, so we're just going to delete that. So then he's going to get the opposite, -3 to this, and +2 to dex, -3 to strength. Alright, so these are basically, he's unarmored, because he's so swift. He's got a short sword in one hand. Alright. Okay, so Molluscoid rolled a 9. Alright, and then I'm going to see about, I'll just do this, +4. A 14. Oh, which is exactly the dex save we wanted, right? I said 14 and 18, I believe. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So both of you try to move out. Alright, cool, Nico. We're going to do that in a sec. Great. So this is great. And also in World of Chibu, RPG, players always act first unless they are ambushed. So since this guy just kind of jumped up and decided, I'm going to attack you guys straight up before they were ready, that's why he got the first attack. So these beams of fire shoot out from the elemental's arms. Nico, or what's his name? Samel, the high elf, jumps and rolls out of the way. An explosion of fire coming off from right where he used to be. At the same time, Uthri Clean Hand jumps out of the way, but being a lot slower than weighed down by armor and being a dwarf, he isn't able to dodge the blow, and he takes. See, 9 damage. Dang, that's pretty harsh. He gets flipped over and then lands rolling onto his feet afterwards. So let's say he's got 9 damage. I'll just keep the HP right here. Now the way you heal in World of Chibu is if you don't get hit by an attack nor attack anyone for 3 rounds, you get all of your HP back. So literally right now, if you wanted to, I guess you could just run. And if he can't catch you, if you're outrun them and you just leave for 3 rounds, which isn't a very long time, then you come back, then you'll be at full HP. Or you can have the other character defend you while you do something else or while you whatever. But if you initiate an attack, or if you get an attack and if you get attacked and that attack hits, then the counter resets itself. Just so you know. All right. So Nico is going to say he sees Uthri get blown up a little bit, but he quickly jumps on his feet because he was able to dodge that blow. And what did you say? What did I say, Samuel? All right. Anyways, so ice magic. All right. So he's going to use ice magic and a sword. So you're going to use one at a time because you're going to get one attack at a time. Keep things simple and to keep the game moving along quickly. So you're going to shoot your ice beam as you're running towards this guy first. So where is the ice? Let's see. Oh, oops, I thought that was Samuel. Here it is. All right. So, okay. So one of the things is you have unlocked the water element, but you don't have a water skill yet. All right? That's one of the things that is a little bit tricky. So let's see water magic. But with it, you can summon water, freeze water, or boil water. Those are all your options. Also, do you want to attack the elementals? Or do you want to attack Enzo, which is the name of this guy right here? All right? That's what you got to also decide. Yeah. No, he's a goblin. He's a goblin of the fire variety. So let me give a little interlude about goblins, the lore of World of Chibu. See, goblins are a little bit different than Chibans in that their physiology allows them to eat gemstones to gain, and then they gain the elemental, like the intrinsic elemental power. So that's why, like, a tribe of goblins that lives near rubies will, like this guy might have. Actually, he didn't, but I'm not going to tell you this story yet. Because I want to get on a tangent. Then they might develop this kind of fiery thing. And I'll show you, actually, I was supposed to have a guy show up. There'll be another NPC. You'll see a earth goblin in a moment. All right? And basically, they gain the kind of, they're more likely to have those elements' powers, and they get along with those elementals and stuff like that. Okay, so let's see. So he's going to kill him with his sword. All right, so let's roll. So roll an attack. Basically, you're going to roll your d20, and then you're going to add your modifiers, which is going to be, let's see, I should add this up right now. So actually, it's going to be, this is +1 to hit, +2 damage, just the base of a short sword. So let's just do, like, if I go and make this, that's his equipment, but then we'll go attack. D29, bro. D20. All right. Then you get +1 hit, plus... And who are you attacking? Oh, yeah, you're going to attack Enzo, you said, I think. So, okay, to attack Enzo, you've got to make a leap over the fire pit, though. So you're going to have to make a it's not a super long leap, but if you fall into that lava, it's going to hurt. See, it's only a DC 10 acrobatics check. All right? You're agile. So make your acrobatics check. Let's start over. I'll let you roll again. Make your acrobatics check as a d20. If you succeed that, then you make your attack check. And in the meantime, I'm going to update this. So you get +1 to hit plus your strength, so that's +4. All right. Blade Master is a skill that gives you +2 to hit, so that's +6. And then damage is going to be +2 plus your strength, so that's +5. All right. And then I think that's it. Man, you really love rolling 8s, but you also get your dexterity. All right. So that's good, because I don't think you have acrobatics as a skill. So you don't get to, if you added that as a skill down here, you would double your dex bonus to make it 8. And so I'm thinking like these I'm still like trying to figure out what a good save is for each thing. So I'm thinking I made 10 a little easy, but we're gonna go for it. So running, he leaps across. 20 is the best, man. The higher the number, the better. So it's an 8 plus 4, that's 12. It beats the 10. So Samuel leaps across this gap and lands right in front of Enzo, swiping his sword. So now you need to roll another d20 to see if you hit Enzo. And you're going to get a +6. And I'm going to say his AC is 15. Let's keep it a regular 15. I think that's decent. Oh, all right. So Enzo ducks right under your sword. But now you're both standing right there on the platform. Molluscoid, what is Uthri going to do at this point? So let's see what kind of stuff he has. Oh, maybe you want to make a knowledge mountains check. I'll give you a little hint. I'm going to throw hints at you guys because you're not that familiar with, I don't think you're too familiar with tabletop role-playing game. Well, I mean, it's a 4, but you do get a plus, what's it called? So you rolled a 4, but you're going to get a +6. So it did get up to a 10, but you still needed a 15 to hit. So he's going to, oh no. Oh, interesting. So this is good. Let's do this because and this actually works really well for your character because the thing is, you have the high ground. Surrender, Enzo. He says, okay. So let's just have this all happen at the same time. Semel slices his sword horizontally. Enzo dodges underneath, pulling out his skeletal sword as he does so in one swift motion, but also backing up a few steps, giving Semel the high ground on that little island. To which Semel says, "I have the high ground. Surrender." And of course, Enzo replies, "You underestimate my power." So in the meantime, as this is happening, Uthri runs across, and I guess I'm assuming he's attacking the fire elementals because he didn't roll to jump across the chasm. But he rolled a 1. And what happens when you roll a 1 in World of Chibu is that your weapon breaks. So I've noticed that in most games, weapons don't break, and tabletop RPGs don't get worn down or break. And I think the idea of it getting worn down is probably something in like a survivalist type game. But I didn't want to get too survivalist where you're micromanaging your weapon's health. So basically, if you roll a 1, your weapon's done. So, but you'll see, this is going to be cool because you'll see. You guys will see what Uthri's got up his sleeves. So Uthri runs up and he's got his warhammer, and as he tries to swing it, his palms are just a little sweaty from all the heat. There's this kind of pressing heat on this coming from the lava, and it slips through his hands and flies right like it was about to go through the fire elemental, but he just kind of dips out of the way and it goes past him, falling in the lava and melting in the fiery lava. All right, so you've lost your warhammer. I'm just put an X here. Actually, no, I'm gonna delete it because you know what? You're not gonna be able to get another one until you get back to town. So attack, but it's okay because do you remember what skill you have? Molluscoid? Normie. All right. Do you know the way? All right. So all right. So let's do the enemy's turns now. Okay. So we got Enzo is going to slice back at Semel. Where's my d20? There it is. Now instead, oh yeah, I don't have to roll. I need you to dodge. So you're gonna dodge exactly. And the DC to dodge Enzo's attack is going to be. Let's just keep him 15 at everything. I'm just going to keep it there. We're playtesting. We're figuring it out. I'm going to see how 15 works as a nice gauge. So you got to roll your dodge. Okay, 8 plus what? Let's add your dodge check. Plus 4. So that's going to be 12. So it's not quite enough to dodge. All right? And I'm going to roll some damage. So the DM still gets to roll some because I'm going to roll the damage. So I'm going to give him the D6. D6 is standard. And then what would his strength be? He's pretty strong. I think I'm gonna give him +3 strength. All right, I'm gonna give him +3 strength. So it does 5 damage. All right, you take 5 damage. Your current HP is 19, Samel. +12. What a... Oh, yo, okay. I gotta kind of ignore the live chat. Sorry, guys, for ignoring you guys in the live chat. Because no, don't go eat. What if everyone had a different race? Interesting. Okay, we gonna RW40. You gotta get into Discord. I don't know if you're in there yet, but if not, you gotta message me in Discord. And we're gonna talk pirate. We're gonna talk pirate map book. All right, you can help me out. All right. So you will kill him. All right. So be it. So be it. But the fire elementals first are going to attack at Molluscoid. All right. All two of them are going to attack Molluscoid, and one of them are going to attack you, Nico. It's Samel. So Samel, either roll another dodge or strength. Dodge is going to be you need to beat 14. Strength is going to be 16. All right. That's going to be for all the fire elementals. Dodge is 12. Strength is 16. Or no, dodge is 14, strength is 16. All right? Boom. Saved. All right? He saved hardcore too because you get a plus like 4 or something. All right. So you're going to so after taking a slice across the chest, another of the fire elemental to your right shoots a beam of fire, but he's able to dodge it. Samuel dodges out of the way of that beam of fire, not taking any more damage this turn. Now we need Molluscoid to roll his save. All right. If he doesn't show up in a sec, I roll. Oh, okay, I see him type it. All right, cool. So we need 2 saves from you, Molluscoid. Oh man, you poor dude. And roll another one because you got 2 attacks against you. And let me see what your plus is. Or this is dodge or strength. Because remember, you have +6 strength and +1 dexterity. Right? I'm gonna make number 2 strength and number 1 dex just for fun, unless you wanna U3. So the first one, U3 tries to dodge the fire again, but it just like he starts ducking, but it just goes right by his feet instead of like his head. He thought it was gonna hit him in the head, but it wasn't. It just went through his feet and kind of like blew him off his feet again. And as he hits the floor and he's just like, all right, forget dodging. Instead, he decides to just pull up his big shield. I know I didn't draw him with a shield because that was added later, but he's got a heavy shield. He just pulls up his big shield, and the second fireball from the guy on the left just explodes on the shield, doing no damage. The first fireball did do some damage, all right? But it only did 3 damage, okay? So his current HP is down to 18. Cool. In the meantime, just as this is happening, you hear an explosion on the ridge above. All right, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little metagame because you're not that aware of all the rules and stuff. There's this fire. One of the fire spells is called Fire Trap, and basically it creates a trap that is triggered when you touch it. It's touch triggered. All right, and it explodes. So Enzo set a fire trap right here on the top of this ridge, in between 2 stones where he knew that these guys would be coming. And as you hear this explosion, you look up to see this large, maybe 4 Chibu tall, earth elemental just get blown to bits. And large boulders of stone start flying everywhere. And I need you both to make a reflex or strength save again. Reflex is going to be 14. I'm going to keep it the same. Strength is going to be 18 though, because to be strong, to stop a boulder, you got to be real strong. You know what I'm saying? But to dodge it is a little easier. So let's all do that. All right. So you're going to make a strength check against 18. And I think you're doing a dex against 14. So I think you might have gotten close. 7 plus what? And then we got to be 14. 7 plus 4. Nope. It's going to be 11. All right. So Nico, Samuel takes, let's say, 4 damage. I think I'm being a little easy on the guys on this one. I'm going to be a little harsher. Make it 2d6. 8 damage. All right? This is getting intense, man. This is getting intense. All right? But you are level 1, and I actually am kind of throwing you into some pretty tough stuff. But you'll see what happens in a minute. So I think I said, was it 7? 8? All right, I'll be merciful. 7. So one of these boulders, Nico tries to jump out of the way, but the boulder clips his shoulder, really scraping up the back of his arm and almost knocking him over. I know you guys. And then Molluscoid. Oh no, Molluscoid also is going to take 2d6 damage. So another 7 actually. Let's go up here. And he literally just gets smashed under it, but then he just pushes it off of him because he's a little stout dwarf. Okay? Then, so after this explosion clears, the battle kind of stops for a second, and as Enzo looks up on the mountain and sees who he was expecting, who's been chasing him for many days. You guys don't know he's been chased for many days, and he says, "This guy," that's his name, this guy, Disguy. And he says, "This guy, so you found me." And this guy says, "You are about to get what's coming to you, Enzo. You have destroyed many of our golems. You've absorbed them into that dastardly fire elemental. Fed that fire elemental 5 earth elementals that we needed to stay safe and strong. Now you must pay, Enzo." Enzo turns to you guys and says, "Wait a minute, you weren't sent by this guy?" What do you guys say? It's getting dramatic. The drama is real. "No, you fool." Okay, wait, that was Samuel. "No, you fool." "No? Then why did you come? And if you aren't my enemy, then join me and destroy this guy, and I will join your side." What is happening? Okay, so he says, "What is happening is, this guy has been pursuing me for many days, and I've done nothing. I just wanted to leave our lands with my fire elemental friend, and now I'm being pursued to the ends of the earth. I finally thought I had found a nice pond to relax in, but I knew he wouldn't let up. And there he is, trying to destroy me. Why can't he just leave me alone?" This guy says, "You must pay for your crimes. An example must be made, or else all the other earth goblins will think it's okay to join up with a fire elemental and destroy what we've built for many generations in just a week." Okay. Uthri says, "I don't really care whose side you're on or about your squabble at all. I only care for soap. Have you any cleaning products on you? If you can offer me a good deal, I shall join your side, Enzo." Enzo says, "I don't even know what the word soap means." This guy confirms, yes, that is not something we have in our goblin lands. Enzo says, "Join me and I will help you out. You've got to trust me. I'm looking for a new life, all right? And I need to find a new peoples to live with. If that's not enough, then you can both die at the hands of my fire elemental, all right? You unwashed fool." Simel says, "You unwashed fool," and starts laughing. All right. Enzo takes offense to this, and he shoots his own fireball out of his hand, right at you, Nico. What are you gonna do? Or right at Simel. What's he gonna do? In the meantime, um, 2 other goblins have shown up next to this guy. 2 other earth goblins of a similar look. They've all got yellow hair, yellowish orange hair, and most of them don't have 2 power stones. These are both power stones, man. Well, this one's a power stone. I think it's not charged. Is it charged? I don't think this one's charged. No, these are just topazes, and uncharged gems just give you a plus to your attack of that type of element. So I'll give him a plus to his earth attacks. All right, I think that's no. They have to be charged. Anyways, whatever. Sorry, I shouldn't get into the details, but this is good. I need to think about this and figure it out for our next playtest. All right. Now before he gets him, making a dodge and roll and slice him up. All right, so make a dodge roll. And you're gonna have to beat a, let's say 15 for the dodge. Because it's close up, he's right in front of you, so it's gonna be a little harder to dodge, so they'll add 1. Roll to 14, but you get your pluses, so that does pass. So as he goes, how dare you insult me or whatever, he's just, the fireball comes right by your face, and you pull out your sword, take all of my soap, shed a single tear, and throw them at his feet with all my strength. Okay, make a strength check. DC 15. All right? You gotta make a DC 15 strength check. I think you have. Do you have 4 strength? Do you have 4 strength? 3 strength? But then the strength save, strength, 3 strength. Dang. I guess I gotta play by the rules. I really want to give you that 15. So you throw the soap, and it actually lands right by his feet, and he just steps on it. But instead of slipping, it just smashes it into the ground. All right, he almost slips. He's like, whoa, that was slimy. What the heck is that? Is that soap? Wait, soap? All right, roll your attack. Roll your attack, Semel. And in the meantime, the other guys are going to start rushing down. So next turn, the earth goblins will be upon you. All right. And I guess they're against Enzo. They don't seem to have beef with you guys yet. You start crying. So U3's just crying like, no, I just want to be clean myself. In the meantime, the fire elementals are still shooting at U3, which I'm assuming he's just maybe put up his shield and he's just like, so roll me 2 strength saves. All right, for U3 as he gets attacked by the fire elementals. Actually, no, only roll 1 strength save because the other fire elemental is going to be shooting up at the oncoming earth golems. All right. So 9, and I think what was the strength save? I think it was 8 or no 16 for those guys. It was 16. So oh man, you're just 1 short again. So U3 being distracted by his crying has actually would have probably been able to easily hide behind his heavy shield and take and weather that storm of fire. But since he's just crying and not paying attention, the fire gets under and around. He's not focused, and he's gonna take just 2 damage. All right, not bad, not bad. Oh, but he's getting pretty low. So the thing is, how many turns? I don't think the soap counted as an attack. All right, so that means that turn, 1 action, he didn't get attacked. I mean, so he hasn't done anything for 1 action. All right, so 2 more actions. If you stay defensive for 2 more actions, you'll fully heal your Chibu's entire character. Oh, but he took damage. See, that's the thing. If you take damage, I thought it wasn't going to let you heal. That might be kind of harsh. What do you guys think? The idea is you need 3 rounds of rest in order to regain full health. They're like hardcore healers, all right? They're going to heal all their health back in 3 rounds. The question is, if they get hit, does that reset the rounds? Definitely if you attack, it resets the round because you're taking an active move in order to, so you're not resting. But if you're just sitting there taking an attack, if you dodge the attack or if you strength it, it doesn't reset the rounds. But what if you take damage? I still think it doesn't reset the rounds. Basically, you're kind of like, you're trying to recover. I think I'm going to play it that way, all right? I would make him actually sleep after 3 rounds. But what do you mean? So let's say that was the first round. Yeah, you can attack right now. So you get 1 more attack, and then we're gonna bring in the 3 earth goblins. All right. So Semel, roll your attack, and you're gonna have to beat a 15. That's Enzo's AC. Where is he at? Enzo right here. All right. Also, I got to remember that this is a 1-shot sort of thing, so if one of your characters dies, well, they die. It's all good. So roll your attack. And in the meantime, the thing is, you can use skills, though. Just because you can't attack Molluscoid with your character, if U3 wants to use any skills, like Knowledge Mountains might be a good skill to use. You might want to do that. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. He could sneak. He could try to sneak around to try to get a better shot at them in once he's healed. He could, go hide in the forest. He could do whatever, but he just can't attack someone else. I guess that's it. Let's keep it super simple. You can't attack for 3 rounds if you want to get that. A vampire. Okay, that could be part of the lore. So if you do a die in this one, we might bring you back as some kind of vampire. But I don't want to add more rules for vampires because I want to keep just playtest the basic rules. So it'll just be a flavor thing. Anyways, see the bar of soap that didn't make it across the lake and landed next to me, and pick it up and throw it at Enzo's feet. No, that's what you did in the first one. The first time you threw the thing at Enzo's feet, I thought, and it landed, and Enzo crushed it under his foot on that little pond. So yeah, attack Enzo. Yo, I'm telling you, Samel, you gotta, Nico, you gotta roll your attack. You gotta roll a d20, and then we're gonna add your attack bonus. All right? All right, that's gonna hit, because your attack is +6, man. So that comes out to 18. So now you need to roll your damage, which is going to be 1d6, because that's the basic damage. So 1d6, let's write that there, +5. So roll a d6. Cool. So +5, that's 8. Let me write down. Now I can keep track. I think that's the first time you've hit Enzo. So we have different, I actually haven't, what's it called? I haven't worked out the, why is my battery at 16%? It's plugged in. I haven't worked out, oh, there we go. Let's see. Worked out the health and stuff for Enzo. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this, because this is like a DM. I wanted this both to be quick and easy for both players and DMs, all right? So I'm just going to go down here. And I'm thinking Enzo's maybe like a tier 5 guy, because tier 1 is like, you're going to, it's super easy. Tier 1, 2, and 3 are like minions. Tier 4 is like, tier 5 and 6 is like a level 1 character. Maybe a good level 1 character, really good level 1 character for a 6. So let's do 5, all right? So how much damage did you do? 3 plus 5, I think it was. 3 plus 5, so yeah, so 8 damage, all right? So he's got, oh, and I gave him 15 AC. So let's make him a tier 4, since he's got 15 AC, all right? I already decided on that. So he's going to do 8 damage. He's already down to 12. So a huge slice across his arm. Sing! But it wasn't his sword arm. So he's still got his skull blade, his skeleton blade, that's what it is, in his right hand as he's bleeding out from his left. And you notice that the blood is hot and steam comes off. He's got the fire blood. All right? And now, as this happens, from behind, a spear gets thrown. One spear, just one for now, from across the lake by one of the charging, and it gets thrown at Enzo. Oh, think, and through his shoulder, the spear tip protrudes. Oh wow, it only does 4 damage for going through his shoulder. All right, maybe it doesn't go through. Well, no, because now he's down to 8 HP. So he's like, and he turns around and looks at the other two. And one of them is going to use an earth magic attack. What magic attack should he use? This guy. Let's have him use an earth magic attack. And he can use... You know what he'll do? He's going to use Wall of Stone. Or he's just going to use his basic ability of shaping the earth to push some earth out to make a bridge so he can run straight across. So as he's running, he's like... And the earth makes a trail right from the edge to the island where Enzo's at, and he's just running at him. So those two of them, and the third earth golem, the third earth, what's it called? What's his face? Goblin. The third earth goblin is going to let's see. He's going to stop at the edge, and he casts quicksand, all right, right on that middle island, where both Enzo and Samel are standing. Now you see how important the high ground is. So Samuel says, now you see how important the high ground is after he gets sliced and shot in the arm. And Enzo is like, mercy, mercy, please. No. All right, no mercy. Samel, the high elf, replies. But just as he's saying that, the ground beneath him starts to wiggle and sink. All of a sudden, he realizes he's standing in quicksand. You got to make a dexterity save to jump out of it, or else you get stuck. Dex save of a 12. All right, you're gonna make a 12. So roll a dex save, Nico. Oh, dang, a 1. All right. So now you're going to lose your weapon. Now I'm wondering, is it too obvious? Is it too often that people lose weapons with a 1? I mean, maybe it means you have to carry a backup weapon, but you can only have, I don't know. Let's go with it, though. Kill me, instant kill. No, not yet, not yet. But what happens is you're going to get sucked in. So he tries to jump out of the way, but that jump struggles too much, and instead he ends up getting sucked in a little bit. All right, and we'll try to end this session soon because I wanted it to be an hour to an hour and a half. So I'll try to wrap up in 20 minutes. All right, I think we'll be okay to do that. Start sinking in, but your sword. So you had your sword down at your side, and it got stuck down into this quicksand, and you have to let it go in order to not get pulled in all the way. And the sword sinks right down into the quicksand. Oh, dang! We got the loudest hobo around, man. That was crazy.
Yo, Shams.
Yo. I'm gonna have to turn down your volume a little bit.
It took a long ass time to get that shit sorted out, but I can make use of pre-made characters if you want.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, let's jump you in then. Why not? Let's So, do you want to choose just one of these from the thing, or?
Yeah, I'll just choose one. Where is the stuff?
All right. Let me send it. I'll just send it in the main Discord right now, real quick. It'll be easiest, I think. Can edit? Yeah, can edit. That's fine. In Cybernation HQ, baby. All right. So choose a character and kind of like maybe think about how you're gonna make your entrance. We're trying to wrap up in the next 20 minutes, so you just kind of maybe make a heroic last minute save. But just to recap, super quick. This guy Enzo, I don't know if you can see the screen, but can you see the live stream?
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy Enzo is sitting on a little island in the middle of Small Fire Pond, and he's got a small elemental by his side, a fire one, and 3 larger fire elementals kind of swirling around, floating on the lava, and shooting beams of fire at everyone. In addition, they just discovered that Enzo has been being tracked by a bunch of earth goblins. Especially their leader, this guy, Disgui, this guy. And so he's appeared at the ridge, and basically Enzo apparently had his fire elemental eat 4 or 5 other earth elementals. And earth elementals are pretty like good resources because they can build stuff and shape earth. So he kind of like struck a pretty nasty blow to his tribe and betrayed them by going to the fire, choosing the fire element and leaving. So they tracked him down and they want to make an example of him. It's him and 2 other earth goblins have come in, and they had an earth golem, but it got blown up in the beginning by. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So they're attacking from the south, all right? And you guys are coming, or the U3 and Samel are coming from the north, and they decided to fight Enzo. Enzo is pleading for mercy, and he wants them to help. He wants Samel and U3 to help him fight off the earth goblins, so that he can start a new life, and get him off his back. But they kind of decided, no, we're all, so everyone's kind of against Enzo and his fire elemental. So that's kind of the recap. I feel like that's enough to jump into this one shot.
I'm gonna play Chibu Atatako.
Oh, okay, all right. So you've got a Jungarian. I changed that from Jungle People to Jungarian. Okay, cool. And so how do you think is there any idea you have to make your entrance yet, or do you want to let him play?
He is fire, right? Like that's what he's doing. I can sort of see.
So let's see.
Is that fire on him?
Yeah. So one of his skills is Shield of Fire. So it's like an aura of fire, and attackers take 1d4 damage. It's just like a passive thing. And aside from that, he's got hunting, taming, swimming skills, a solid defense. So he seems like he's more of like a melee oriented character with a spear and sling, but he's got this fire aura.
Yeah, his element is fire, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I mean, he's not.
He's kind of chosen the fire element on his thing, or is that more of like a bomb or something he uses as a shield? I mean, it seems like he's on the fire element.
Yeah, no, it's true. He probably should have had this, yeah, choose element fire as a skill, and maybe I don't think it was as clear. So, anyways, we'll just add it. We're kind of keeping things loose for now. But yeah, so basically, yep.
Sort of hop in and come to the defense of any fire.
Oh, interesting.
Elemental kind of stuff, just because I feel like it needs a little bit of a challenge kind of a thing.
No, I
like
like
I feel
that.
like I was probably hunting something in the jungle, and I see all this kind of stuff going down, but I can't really audibly hear anything.
Yeah.
So when I jump in there, I kind of just come to the aid of the guy who I can most identify with, which is the fire.
Yeah, that's interesting. You have a loyalty to the element, which is kind of cool because I didn't even think about like that could be an interesting world building lore element. Like, okay, do people have loyalties to different elements as opposed to people? And and that's kind of what happened actually with Enzo, where he betrayed his element of earth and chose fire, and then kind of
so
was
Earth people are all pissed off that
yeah,
we're their own kind of left, so I'm
yeah.
get jumping in and helping my fire.
All right. So okay, so let's have you do your action right now since we've got that, and then we'll jump back to because I've been neglecting our other two players.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So how are you going to engage in this?
So right now I see him basically like surrounded in a circle, or is it more of like a
Oh,
half circle?
right, actually it's okay. So it's pretty bad for Enzo. He's standing on that island. He has a spear coming through his left shoulder and jutting out, and he's got a large laceration on his left arm, and he's basically asking for mercy, but Semel looks like he's about to just strike down and destroy him. So that's kind of the moment where you pop out of the forest or whatever, and you can make your move.
Okay. All right. So so there's a grand total of like
Oh.
3 people playing right now. There's 3 characters. So there's Enzo and then the other 2 players.
So Enzo is an NPC, and the other 2 players are U3. So the real players are U3, played by Molluscoid, and Samel, who's the high elf, who's the one who's about to strike down Enzo.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in and sort of get like like blocking from bullets kind of thing. I'm gonna jump like on top of Enzo and use my fire shield and sort of try to like push him back. I'm assuming it's like an aura shield, right? Not like an actual like shield.
Yeah, it's like an aura basically. It does passive damage to attackers, but that's okay. So that's cool. So the first thing I'm gonna have you do is roll an acrobatics check, DC, let's say 12, to jump over the lava. All right.
Acrobatics check DC 12. So that's my dex. All right. That is a 14 total.
Okay, cool. So you leap over the lava pit, landing on the black rock in the center, and then what did you say you were gonna do at that point?
Like sort of emit like the flame shield from my body, sort of like push him back, I guess, a little bit. Just
okay, cool.
Some distance between them and Enzo before like he attacks Enzo.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like under the kind of the rule of general fire magic, which is like, where is it? So when you have fire magic, you just have like basic abilities once you get it to produce flames, manipulate fire, little things like that. So it's not so I'm gonna just kind of assume you're gonna expand your aura, and it'll just instead of having them having to attack, the 1d4 damage will like explode outwards, I guess. All right. So in that case, then you're doing that against Samel. So the way I have it is that whenever someone gets attacked, they make a save. All right. So as you jump across and explode, we're going to need Semel to make a dexterity saving throw against your attack, I guess, because that's interesting. I never had a player attack another player, or I didn't think about that. So I think you need to make a, I guess it will be what your main spell casting ability is. So usually you choose Wisdom, one of the, where is it? So one of your 4 non-physical abilities, probably Wisdom, because it's the highest. That can be your, but Wisdom doesn't work for fire. So you've got, Intelligence, all right? Let's say that's your fire spellcasting ability. So you roll an intelligence-based attack, let's say. So a 20 plus 3, I think, would be.
That is a 20, but not natural as a total.
Oh, okay. So then, Nico, you've got a Samel. You've got to make a save you got to do a DC 20, either dexterity or strength save. Sorry, dude, I'm going to scroll up and see everything you said. But I did add the... Okay, hold on. Let's go back and do this. This is good. You over there, hobo, don't attack. Okay, so he says, as you jump in front of him, he's like, don't attack. We aren't hostile, we're only defending ourselves. But it's too late, you've already activated your explosion attack. All right, I'm just gonna rule that because I want to make that happen. So, but...
It was more of an instant thing, I didn't really hear anything, I was just kind of...
Yeah, perfect. And then it's like, what did you say? Huh? I didn't hear you over the sound of my explosion. All right, Nico, it's okay. It doesn't have to be fair. This is just for fun. I'm the best DM ever. All right, so roll your save, man, or I'm gonna roll it for you, and then decide if you want to do strength or dexterity. But I'm assuming dexterity because it's higher. Why would you do strength? You get a +1. All right, and then Molluscoid, you've got to decide what you're gonna do. Let's see. He crushed my soap. He's crying. And he wants no mercy. Oh yeah, so I didn't tell you that U3 is standing there kind of hiding behind his shield crying because he threw his soap and thought that would be some kind of effective attack, but it didn't work. It got crushed into the ground, and he's all about being clean. So he's really, really upset. Everyone's crying apparently. Okay, so I'm gonna roll his defense for him just to move things along. 16. Oh, I think that's actually perfect. Oh, +4. Okay, perfect. So he just barely steps out of the range of the flames, and they kind of like lick his face, but he doesn't actually take any damage. And in that's time, he's gonna say, you know, why don't attack us? We're not the aggressors here. Do you? How does what's his name? Chima react?
He goes, I guess clan member, or you're attacking my fire element friend. What do you call these people? What do you like?
Goblins. This goblin, this fire goblin, I guess.
Yeah, you're attacking him, and he's part of my element. He is me, and I am him.
He's like, so Enzo says, another who understands the loyalty of the flame. Good. We can take them on together. He turns around and because the guys who are these earth goblins who are attacking from the backside, one of them summoned like a bridge of earth to go to cross the fire so that they could run right up to him. And right now they're on that bridge of earth. So he's going to turn around after he's got your help, and he's going to shoot some fire at the guy. Let's see what that does. Who's just going to duck under it pretty skillfully, man, and continue his attack. And he is going to attack Enzo. Oh, snap. Poor Enzo, man.
I'm hearing Nico, by the way.
So he's going to attack Enzo with his spear, stabbing him in the gut, doing 5 damage, bringing Enzo down to 3 health. So he drops to his knees at this point, and he's just like not having it. Not doing well. So let's see, Nico, but I don't have any loyalty. Only to my kingdom. We only defended ourselves. We could talk about it. So Nico's trying to kind of to smooth things out. But in the meantime, what's his name? The Enzo, the fire goblin, as he drops to his knees, he says, he pulls out from his belt, from under his belt, a glowing red stone. Here, actually, I really have a fire stone I've drawn. This is the only one. I didn't think about it, but yeah. It just kind of crackling and sparkling with energy and glowing with a green aura, weirdly enough. Even though it's glowing red, it's just this crazy stone. It's a fully charged power stone, all right? These are rare. And he takes it and he sticks it into his chest. As he does so, it melts inside, and the flames on his eyebrows start to consume his entire head. And it turns into this giant dragon head. And he opens up his mouth and shoots out fire. Right now he's in his Power Stone form, which means he can transform either his whole body or part of it into an elemental. In addition, he gets an extra attack per turn and more damage to, well, let's see actually. Let me go to the elemental fire. Where is he at? Oh no, I moved it down there. That's right, never mind. So Power Stone form. So he's going to get damage reduction against that type of element, and he takes half damage from all attacks except for the opposing element. So water damage will do double, but any other damage he only takes half, and he's going to get 2 attacks, I believe, per turn. So I'm going to let this be his second attack since he already just took attack. So exploding, turning his head into a fire thing, he's going to do a fire blast against these oncoming. Did I lose my d20? All right, I'll just roll it in the chat. All right. Roll 1d20. Oh dang! That's not good. So I didn't want the Skeletsword to get destroyed, but the Skeletword is a magic sword, so I think the rules are different, a little different. As he kind of becomes this element, because he's in such pain and stuff, and the thing sticking out, he just starts spewing fire wildly everywhere. And in addition, his sword kind of flies out of his hand as it starts turning into fire and back again, because he's a little bit out of control in his panic. And it starts flying over towards the lava. So if anybody wants to make a acrobatics check to try to, or use some other skill to try to grab that weapon before it falls into fire, into the lava, and gets destroyed, they can do that. But that's going to count as your attack turn kind of thing.
No, yeah, I'll make one.
All right, cool.
I guess a dexterity check and try to like. Is there like a point on the sword where I can stab my spear through it and kind of grab it and bring it back to me?
Oh, interesting. Let me see. Well, I guess you could at least use the spear to stop its momentum. I don't think there's like a hole in it or anything like that. Yeah, yeah.
And just kind of pop it up in the air instead of it falling down, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Catch it, just like hit it and make it go up instead of down.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that sounds good. So you're gonna, I guess, unless you have. Okay, so yeah, it'll be a dexterity save. If you had acrobatics, I would say do that, but it'll be the same as dexterity since it's not a trained skill. And then I'll let Nico have the second shot. If yours fails, he can also, because he's right there on the same thing. So you guys both get a shot to save it.
All right, so
And then what did I decide to DC? But then plus, that's total?
No, that's total, yeah.
Okay, so you swing your spear up, but the sword just flips right over it, and all right, Semel, describe to me how you grab the sword out of midair. Do you just grab it or do anything special? And this is wait, let's see, what does he have in his hand right now? Oh, he is a swordsman too, so that's kind of cool. But you won't be able to wield your longsword if you, I guess you can just grab it or like stop it from flying into the thing. Anyways, in the meantime, Enzo's turned into this thing. I think he's gonna get attacked, and I don't think I think he might be done for, man. I think I might have made him a little underpowered. Oh yeah, I lost my d20. That's annoying. Where is it? Oh, I like rolling physical dice more than these. Right? I even like the sound it makes when you roll. When it goes, I'm like get excited. I'm like, oh cool. With these digital dice. Haha. All right, I got it. Okay, cool. So he's gonna do a dodge roll and catching it. So he's gonna. All right. So he rolls right at the edge, reaching out, grabs it right above, a couple feet above the lava, and then what you're gonna leap where? In the meantime, I'm gonna have the guys attack Enzo, man. We've got the main guy. All right. So Enzo, even though he's in his fire form, he's kind of switching in and out of fire almost. So it's like so he's like be physical and then fire. So as this guy swipes his spear across to slice him, he turns fully into fire and the spear just goes right through as he like separates and comes back together. And then he's part physical again. And another guy attacks. But this guy comes down with his spear, shink, and sticks it into his other arm right as he's turning physical again. Oh man, doing 3 damage, bringing him down to 0. So as the spear goes in, he falls to the floor. And the way that death works in the world of Chibu, is now that he's at 0 HP, if he takes any damage at this point, he will die. All right? But if you guys want to take the damage, like now that you're standing next to him, if you want to take the damage for him, that's your prerogative. All right? But you have to state it before the damage is rolled. Or basically even before I think the attack is rolled. So if someone says I attack, what's his name? Then you can say, okay, I'm going to, get in the way or take that attack instead, as long as you're right next to him. So, all right, so you got it. You dodge it, hold it. Can you please make a damage test for Enzo? Huzzah. The monster who doesn't know soap dies. So Samel is like, the monster who knows no soap has fallen. And I don't know if you're going to try to strike him down. But, okay, and then there's actually a third goblin guy. So I guess he's going to make an attack against Enzo. So does anybody want to do you want to defend Enzo? I guess you would be the only one, Hobo. Should I just call you Hobo? Or what's the character name? Chima. Is Chima going to try to defend and take the attack for on Enzo's behalf?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So then you need to make a reflex save, or not reflex, dexterity save against, let's say, 13.
Total 15.
Okay, perfect.
12 plus
So
3.
the guy comes in and he, let's say he's got a bow and arrow, all right? So he'd already thrown his spear because that's the guy who threw the spear from behind before. So he's standing on the other side of the thing and shoots the bow and arrow. And using your reflex, you're able to just pull Enzo just right out the way, thunk, and the arrow hits the ground and then bounces into the lava behind you guys. Cool. So in the meantime, the elemental that Enzo was next to, it starts to freak out. It's like, no, and it actually yells. And that's kind of, I don't know. Well, I guess you guys know that elementals can talk, but not all of them do usually. And it says, "My father." So it seems to have like a almost childish. It's not fully intelligent. You could tell it's like just learning to talk. It's in the early stages of intelligent, but it's pissed. And so the other three elementals actually get sucked down into the lava, and this one starts to grow straight up like a giant serpent. It starts transforming. Now, do you guys want to roll a knowledge elementology check? I guess you guys don't have that. So if you want to roll an intelligence check, you guys can all do that. It might come in handy. Okay, so I think Nico's going to pass this one. Let's see, where's Samel? Oh yeah, he's super smart. So knowing about the elements, he realizes that when an elemental is the most vulnerable when it's transforming. And he realizes that these three elementals weren't actually separate elementals, but they were all like extensions, limb-like extensions from this small, seemingly small elemental that's been standing by Enzo this whole time. That's why that seemingly small elemental wasn't attacking or doing anything, because it was actually controlling its limbs. So these things go back into the lava, and they get sucked up. He starts turning into a giant serpent. But you guys have a chance to attack this fire elemental while it's most vulnerable. It's going to take double damage while it's transforming this round. So if you guys want to make an attack roll, go for it.
So it's attacking everybody?
Well, right now it's just like it sounds mad, and it's growing. So you don't know who it's going to attack or what's going to happen, but you basically have one like round to react while it's transforming and get it while it's vulnerable if you want. But since you're on its side, you might want to actually defend against someone who would attack it.
I'm going to go ahead and try to maybe disrupt some attacks.
Okay, so it looks like Samel rolled a 17, but then plus his... So that's pretty tough. So that's going to be a... so you're going to have to defend against a DC 23. And you can either do a strength or reflex save, whatever's higher. I don't know if I told you that about the difference. Strength. Oh, so okay. So the thing is, you can choose to defend against attacks. Oops. Here, I'll add this. Strength and dexterity. One of two ways. One is to dodge it, we're using a dexterity save, and one is to like kind of weather it, basically like just beast it out. You know, so if like if someone throws a fireball at you, but you hold up your shield, or you're just so tough that you just take it and it doesn't even bother you because your skin's that thick, that would be the strength save. So sometimes the strength and dexterity save will be...
Would it be strength or dexterity? Kind of like, what are they doing? Like shooting arrows at it, or like?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I know Samuel's attack is he's a swordsman. So I'm assuming he's using, I guess, either the skeletal sword or the long sword. It doesn't matter. So you should let me know, Nico, which one you're using. And so that's going to make it a little bit easier to strength save.
Yeah, regardless if it's going to be the sword thing, then I'm just going to strength save it and
Yeah.
try to like smack it with my spear, kind of like away from its angle of attack.
Okay, because I'm going to make the strength save. Oh, it should be against his attack, so I'm not setting the strength save. So it's actually 23. So basically you got to beat a 23 on your strength save. And you get
really?
plus...
Man, I gotta roll a 19 then.
Okay, 4. Is that all you get for that? Plus
Yeah,
4?
I mean, I get a plus 4 for my strength.
Dang, okay. I guess that's it, yeah.
Alright, here we go. And plus. Yeah, I rolled a 5, so...
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So that's not going to do it. But oh, there are some things that help with strength. The leather armor, that's what it is going to give you actually +2 to your strength save. I just changed this because I was like, I thought it was a little higher. Strength save, and then -1 to your dexterity save. So basically, armor makes you less dexterous, so you're less likely to dodge. But yeah, more heavy. So that's kind of the mechanic that I'm working on here. So then it's actually plus, but it's still rolled a 5, so it's not going to make it. But okay. So this was for the attack against, against the fire creature. Interesting. Okay, so he slices with one of the swords. We'll choose which one, and you come stand in the way, try and put your spear up, but not quite in time, and end up taking. Nico, will you roll damage? Roll 1d6 plus. What is your plus on the damage? 1d6 plus 5 damage. Hobo, stop, man. Oh dang. Okay, so just 11 damage. Dang, that's pretty intense. So Chima, oh well, let's keep the 18 just so we know the total. What is it, like current HP maybe? I think that's what I was doing. Just so I know the. Oh, okay. Oh, you remembered. Okay, thanks. Yeah, because I won't remember that. So he takes a big gash across the chest. Sing. Says, and as he slices you, he says, "Surrender, please, Jungaren. I don't want to kill you. Get out of the way and let me kill the elemental, and we'll talk." That's what he says.
You want me to kill the elemental?
No, he says, "Get out of the way and let me kill the elemental, and then we'll talk."
Why don't you get out of my way?
He promises. Why don't you hearing that, Nico? Why don't you get out of his way? He says.
Huh?
He says he's gonna give you cookies and soap. I don't know if that's gonna work on you. I don't know if that's a worthy bribe.
I'll tell you what's a worthy bribe if you let me take Enzo and save his life, and you guys can kill this fire elemental all you want.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're petitioning for Enzo's life over the elemental, in return for the elemental. So what do you have to say about that, Samel? Dang! This is not too explicit, but basically he's gonna kill you, bro.
I say, all right, well, come at it.
You come at it.
Act fast so that elemental is growing.
So the Earth goblins have kind of like stepped back and are just kind of watching you guys duke it out because they've already taken Enzo down. So and they don't really have beef with you guys. They don't really know what's going on. So they're just kind of they're gonna lay back. And also Molluscoid is gonna try to kill you with his shampoo. So Nico rolled a 14. All right. So you're gonna have to make a either strength or dexterity save against 14 plus 6. Man, he's got pretty good. But you've got pretty good, I guess he's just rolling high, right? So that's a 20. That means
what do I have to beat?
you have to beat a 20 for your strength or dexterity. So basically you have to roll a 14 like he did. So you got plus 6 on.
Oh, yeah.
If you go strength.
Okay, I'm good. I rolled a 16, so 22.
Okay. So let's see, what would be his strength way? Leather armor. Maybe the leather armor, the shoulder, the pauldrons on the leather armor deflect the blow. And in the meantime, you're going to get your attack back. But first I want to give Molluscoid a chance. He rolled a 15. So I don't exactly know what the shampoo does. So let me interpret that in something that makes sense with my rules. Let's see. Double damage against unsuspected victim. Can summon any metal weapon. So I'm going to say he summoned a shampoo-shaped metal weapon. And so he's attacking you too, it seems. And so you're going to need to beat another saving throw of, what does he get to hit? Plus 5 to hit. Okay. And he rolled a 5. So you got to beat another 20. Yeah, man. So you got to roll 14 or more. It's not too bad. It's doable. There you go. Keep them hot.
17. All right.
Oh dang! Oh, you're beasting it.
Like Ninja Beast mode.
Yeah. Right. Like, just one goes right off his leather pad. The shampoo shaped thing just bounces off the leather armor, I guess, or you just like pump out your chest maybe. I don't know. Why don't you tell me? What do you? How do you?
The shampoo's coming at me, and I just stab it with my spear and like throw it away.
All right, cool. Sink.
Not in my house, son.
And it just bursts into flames in the lava pit below as you chalk it aside. All right, so I think we're probably gonna end soon here because I don't really know where to go, and also I wanted to keep it an hour and a half sort of thing. But so do you guys want to? Okay, so Hobo says he wants to stop it right now. Last chance, and we won't kill you. I don't think you're gonna give up. It sounds like. Do you want? Do you want to negotiate with Samel at all? He says, "Oh, and then okay, so Samel says, last chance to surrender. I'll leave the earth element. I mean, I'll leave the fire elemental alone. Just stop fighting."
Fire elemental. I care about Enzo.
Oh, duh. So did you hear that, Nico? He doesn't care about the fire elemental. Why do you care about Enzo? He asks. Why?
Why I care about Enzo? He's
Yeah.
part of my element.
He's
I
part-
already told you. I am him and he is me. I'll make you counter offer, by the way. I'll give
Okay.
you a chance to surrender.
Ooh, all right. I'm assuming he's hearing all this, so I'm just gonna let him type in the chat and see what happens. I'm digging this this tough guy exchange right here. No one wants to back down. We killed him because he attacked us.
I have not yet.
No, he's talking about Enzo. He says we want to kill it. We attacked him because he attacked us. No mercy, bruh. Death by cleaning supplies. That's what U3 yells, his battle cry. And I guess he's going back into battle, man. Molluscoid and them both attacked you again. So you're gonna have to beat a 21 and a 8. All right, so we need and a 21 actually. 15, right? Plus 6.
I'm probably gonna take that. All right, so I gotta be an 8. I rolled a 10, so that's fine.
Okay.
And 21.
So more cleaning supplies just get smacked out of the sky by your. These cleaning supplies have no effect on you.
My ratted hair will never be clean.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to make a plus 6, 21, so that means I have to roll a 15. And 13, so that's great.
All right. So Nico, how much damage does Samel do? You keep slicing them up, and also, are you slicing with your Skelisword or the longsword? I want to know.
By the way, do I get an attack turn or anything?
Yeah, you're gonna get that. Now it's your turn. I was figuring, like, see, that's the thing. I'm also trying to figure out how strict I should be about turn order because I feel like that can be really like. I'm trying to make this game very streamlined. So let's get meta a little bit because this is a play test. So I wanted it to be really streamlined. Oh, okay. Someone rolled a 1. This is gonna be good. So that's why I've kind of been like a little bit loose about the turn orders, especially when it comes to the enemies. But I feel like it needs to be more strict with players, right, to keep things fair. But I don't know, or else the thing is like.
The way I do it when I run games is if there's there's a definite initiative turn order, but if they break into like a dialogue scene, then the turn order restarts.
Okay, that's interesting because one thing I kind of got rid of is the turn order for the monster. So I always have the CHIIIBBUUUUUU attack first, and then I'll just let the DM figure out the monster order because I feel like unless they get ambushed, which they did in this turn. So the monsters in this game before you came. So, okay, so then basically, let's say the monsters have had their turn order, the NPCs. So now those two have gone, and now it's your turn, and we'll just go in an order of Nico, Molluscoid, you, and just kind of keep that from now on. But I figured since you guys were talking, I mean, they did get 2 attacks in a row. But I wonder if it's kind of the thing where it's like you were talking, like in a role play sense, does it make sense? Because you're not trying to attack them, but they're kind of like going crazy. And then you're like, okay, they've attacked too many times. Now I'm going to fight back.
Right.
I don't know. All right, well, this is something to think about. This is good. This is exactly why I needed to play test, because then it kind of gives me an idea of how things I need to work on. So, all right, so let's have you roll your attack now. And
how much damage did I take?
Yeah, that's a good point. Just 1 plus... 5, so 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yes. And Nico says he can't hear anything.
That is 12. Not 112. 12. Okay. Turn XP 12. All right, so my attack, I'm going to... let me see what my skills are in here.
And Nico, get ready to make a reflex save against whatever he...
Like some sort of fire or...
Okay, let me check. I haven't actually checked it out. So he's got his regular attacks of spear, sling. Those are his melee attacks. And
I see it now. I got you.
I guess that's it. I think he went mostly melee on this one. Except for the shield. Oh, but I've been forgetting to use the shield of fire. So he just hit you, meaning that Nico's gonna take 4 damage. I know. And then did you get hit again? You got hit twice by Nico, I think, by Semel. So I'm gonna roll that now and to keep things. So 1 and 3. So 4 damage total is gonna be. So the little smoldering bits of burn singeing off hairs and stuff as he slices against you. Every slice a little, like a uproar of fire and sparks comes flying out from your Chibin and scorching his arms and face. And then let's say, his HP is actually getting pretty low. He's down to 8 HP. Oh no, yeah, that's it.
Right,
okay.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my.
He's looking pretty warm.
And kind of do like one of those things for like. It's not really an acrobatics. It's just for like visual effects, I guess. I'm gonna try and take my spear and jump off of it, and do like a flip, and then sort of slash my spear at them and make like a fire rate. But it still does like the spear damage, like not new attack or anything. But
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
It does as a fire.
Gotcha. Just like a little flavor to it.
Like a slash of fire.
Yeah, I'm imagining like the that kind of trail that follows the blade is like fire, like a little streak coming from behind the tip of the spear as you bring it in a big arc.
Hit points. Whichever one that is, I forgot.
What's up, sorry? What was it?
It's at the guy who has 8 hit points.
Yeah, this is Semel Karstein, the high elf. And then I think we're going to wrap it up maybe after this attack because he's got to go and yeah, this will be cool. If you can kill him though, maybe you'll kill him. All right.
Oh.
So were you going to roll your attack or? Yeah, roll your attack and then Nico, roll your reflex save in a minute, but we'll find out what he has to beat.
Plus 3 to hit, so that's going to be a 19.
You got plus 3 to hit? I think you get more than that. Let me wait. Strength plus weapon. Yeah, no, you get much more than plus 3 to hit. I don't know how that happened because it's 4 strength. Then you've got the weapon itself. Oh, the armor. Oh, is going to be minus. No, wait. Oh no. Okay. So no, the armor isn't going to affect on this. It's the strength. So 4 plus the weapon does a plus 0 to hit. Oh, okay, so it doesn't do any extra to hit, but it does 3 damage. Okay, so I guess it's just plus 4 to hit. Never mind, sorry, because it's a 2-handed weapon. Those do extra damage, but don't have an extra bonus to hit. Okay, so that's it.
So it's still going to be 19.
19, okay. So you got to beat a 19, Nico. Semel's got to roll a reflex or strength save of 19. I think you're going to want to go dexterity. I keep calling it reflex. I guess I should stick to some terminology. So dexterity save, dex save, or maybe should they be dodge save? And I don't know. If you guys have an idea for like a cool way of naming these, but that kind of keeps it simple. Dex and strength. Okay, when do I go? Molluscoid, you can have one more turn. You can do whatever you want, and then I'm gonna call it wrap it up because I know you didn't get too much play. Huh? Sorry.
Someone making a reflex save for my attack?
Yeah, Nico should be, but I don't know. Maybe he had to log off. Oh, it looks like we lost him. All right, so I'm just going to make it for him. So what was I trying to beat? 19?
19.
Then I get a plus 4. Okay, so rolled a 13 plus 4, 7. All right, so no. So you get to make do damage, and that's going to be a 1d6 plus 7. Yeah, all the damage are going to be d6s unless otherwise stated.
Boom, 6. All right, so it's...
Oh...
13 damage.
All right, so describe to me how you just take Semel down, man, to 0 health.
So like when my flame, I guess slash kind of flies at him.
Okay.
I guess just for visuals, right? He dies anyway. So I'm gonna, as my flame flashes at him, take the damage from the flame, but still kind of like, is it like 1 health? But
yeah.
Like as the flame hits his face, he sees me, my foot, like following straight behind the flame, and kicks him in the head, and he just gets like, knocked out. Like, all right. My flame kicked him.
So he's gonna. So I think what I'll do is have him. We'll end here. This is a good spot. He's gonna be knocked out, with his hair actually falls into the lava. He falls back right on the edge, almost into the lava pit, singeing off his beautiful long hair. I'm assuming he had long hair, so now he has short hair. So that's going to be something that lasts with his character. In the meantime, you're not on the island, Molluscoid. You were crying on the edge, and oh yeah, that giant elemental was going to freak out. I guess the giant elemental decided to just um, in its giant form, it just kind of wraps around, creates a shield of protection around Enzo, and realizes that you're helping him now. So it's kind of just playing that, just kind of defending Enzo's body and hoping that you'll save the day or something. And by you, I mean Hobo's character, or who he's playing, Chima. All right. So Molluscoid, do you want to do anything real quick as we wrap up? And in the meantime, while he's typing and figuring that out, I'm going to just kind of. I'm trying to just thinking like, well, what do you think? What do you think Hobo like worked and didn't work? Do you have any thoughts or feelings, or what you liked or didn't like, or at this
I like that
point?
you tried to make a new combat system. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
But
Did
I
you?
felt like
Hmm.
the bonuses were so high, and I have this problem on my own adventure. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
figure out a way to take some weapons away from my characters or my players because I gave them bonuses that were so high
Yeah.
that it makes the combat one-sided or etc. So
Okay.
like maybe some of the bonuses should get reduced a little bit,
Now, one of
maybe
the
by like
things.
about half of like what they were,
Now, that's a good
and
point, but
yeah,
no, go on, go on. What were you gonna say?
okay, yeah, and then the elemental thing, like the you have to decide if the elemental like flame, rock, water, air, and etc. I'm assuming
Hmm.
it's like Avatar Earthbending. It's either
Hmm.
got to be like Avatar, where it's a hard magic system,
Hmm.
where you have designated attacks and etc. that you can um, do like a certain amount of damage with. Like
Yeah.
instead of saying like fireball and fire sword and then fire whirlwind, right? You can
Okay.
say you got small fire, big fire, and
Hmm.
medium fire attacks, and they get certain bonuses and minuses if you do them. But then that way the character gets to describe what the flame does. Instead of so like if you wanted to make a big fire attack, you get bonuses on your strength, but minuses on the dexterity of like the bonuses to it. So if you want to do big fire, you can say you shoot out like a huge fireball and it hits the ground and explosion and stuff, right? But if you
That's
want to do
actually,
small fire, you get
yeah.
bonuses on the dexterity to hit.
Dude, that's really interesting. I
So
might I might have to implement that because it's basically what I wanted to do is create a magic system that is open-ended enough that like yeah, like you said, you can describe exactly how it looks, but like has enough mechanics that it works as a game. And what I have now is like I kind of did that with fire attack, which is a skill you can get under the fire magic thing, but you can choose to make it a beam or like a ball of fire, or you can have it look whatever you want. It basically does SD, which is spell damage, and there's a whole system of the more spells you have, the better spellcaster you are. So if you have like
right,
4 spells, then you get like a new tier of spell damage. You do a D6 instead of a D4 or something like that.
right, and you
But
could do it to where like D6 and then D8, D12, etc.
yeah,
to also implement the degree of how do you call it detail that fire has. So like if you're doing a different spell that's like you get later on for a D8 instead of D6 for a big fire attack, instead of it looking just like a fireball, it looks like a fire, like a meteor comet kind of thing. You can change the flames
yeah.
and add more detail. But like when you're a novice, you only get certain shapes.
Wait, when you're not a what? Sorry.
When you're a novice, you
Oh
only
yeah,
get
yeah,
like
yeah.
certain shapes. But
No, that's
you can
interesting.
totally detail fire.
I mean, I like the idea of just small, medium, large, where you're like a large is like a meteor coming from the sky, and a small is like a firebolt, and medium is maybe like a fireball. But you can change the look of however you want. But like they have those general sizes, and then one does obviously more damage, one does
Yeah,
less.
and maybe if like
Interesting.
large is such like a powerful move,
Yeah.
you only get to do it like once per day, like it's an
Once per
actual
day.
spell.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of how I have it. Where the spell casting system is there are limitations on some of them are once per day, and some of them are cannot cast twice. So the easiest spells you can cast them every turn, but then some of them you can't cast twice in a row. So it keeps you from just being like fireball, fireball, fireball. No, you can do a fireball, then a slice, then come back to fireball. Then you could go back and forth, but like it
Right.
basically keeps it from just spamming one move every time.
Yeah, and you can. It doesn't even have to be fireball all the time, or it, like even if it's medium attack, it doesn't have to be fireball. It can
Yeah.
be um, uh,
Like
fire
fire
kick,
spear,
and
fire kick. Yeah, exactly.
fire slash just does the medium amount of damage and takes the certain degree of minuses and bonuses.
Oh man, this is cool. All right, I'm a little bummed because now I'm probably gonna have to redo a lot more work, but this is to be expected. This is good though. It's gonna be for the.
Once I started doing map stuff, I had like 50 blank or 50 messed up papers on a certain map that I was trying to make. And I was like, I'm throwing them away. And
No. Yeah, I know it happens, man. You get hella deep into tabletop role-playing game stuff, and then sometimes you just have to abandon it because characters decided to go left instead of right, and you never even thought they would do that.
for my stuff, I semi-force them into a thing, but also give them a decision, right? So I want them to explore all the map.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll like block off a path, but it's not just because like there's like Pokemon, right? There's not just like a weird ass little tree in your way. It's because the opposing force that has a big army is blocking this path for
That's
traders
sick.
because they don't want traders to interact with them and then take smuggling routes and et cetera, so they're blocking them. And then they get trapped in a prison by the people that are blocking it, and then they have to escape, but some guy knows a way through the mountains in this other way that they can go if they want to accomplish their goal still. And so they follow this guy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, dude. I like that. And I wanted to jump back to the first point you made about the stats being really high, because I actually kind of did that on purpose, and I want to hear what your thoughts are, because I want the World of Chibu characters to be a little OP. You know what I mean? Like I want them to be overpowered compared to Dungeons and Dragons, and so hopefully, I mean, in this battle, it didn't really come across. I guess they're level 1, but for level 1, I feel like that's pretty OP what they were able to fight in.
That looks like almost like a level 4 magic.
Yeah, there you go.
Or like magic spells kind of stuff. So I see what you're saying. So like, you want it. I feel like maybe I'm reading it wrong, but I feel like maybe you might be going for more of a flamboyant kind of attack.
Yeah, yeah.
Damage kind of attack.
It's almost a little cartoony or Avatar-y, like, you know?
Yeah, I love Avatar.
I love
finished
Avatar,
rewatching
man.
the series. I got the complete box set.
Oh, snap. The first one or Korra? I haven't seen all of Korra, I don't think.
Dude, I watched the first Korra, but I was like, it's not that great.
It feels a little more like a traditional anime, like seasonal villains and stuff.
I like Avatar just because it didn't seem like anime. I'm
It
not a big
didn't.
anime fan, but
Okay.
like more of a cartoon instead of an anime.
Yeah, and it had a
like,
really nice overarching plot line. That
when I watched it when I was younger, it made me feel good because I was like, finally, like creators understand that kids can follow a plot line too.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's huge.
Loved Avatar so much.
Yeah, and I like what you're saying about small, large, and medium. That would make it almost more like Avatar, where you can feel free to be inventive on how you use your magic. There's not. No, that's really cool. And
instead of bigger damage, think bigger.
Like area of effect.
Detail. Yeah, bigger area of effect, bigger detail, but not more physical damage.
So interesting.
If you look at Fireball in D&D, you can have that Fireball if you want to make a Fireball. Or let's just say you take the Fireball damage as being medium. If you can have that medium damage, do the same as a Fireball.
Okay.
Instead of having larger damage. So if you want to make your medium-sized fire, I think Fireball does like 2d6 damage or something like that.
Okay.
Like explosive damage. You can say, I want to do fire slash. And you say, okay, well, that takes away from the explosive damage of it, but it looks cool, and you can still do the 2d6.
Okay.
You know
Yeah. I think so. But then, does that not mechanically make them be like, well, why would I do fire slash? You know?
Well, you could add that it also.
I could see like a melee doing an extra 1d6 maybe. Could be a good, because you have to get up close.
See, an extra 1d6 is actually pretty crazy. See, here's the thing. So,
okay.
In your opinion, right? Because I made a mistake in this in my adventure too. In your opinion, would you rather take a 1d12 or 2d6 to roll for damage?
2d6, of course.
2d6, of course, right? Yeah. So maybe you make it to where the medium attack, and I don't think medium attack should do 1d12 because that's a lot of damage. But let's just say you made it do 1d12, right?
But the other thing is we can up the health of enemies. If they start doing a lot of damage, just make enemies tougher.
Yeah. So if you said like medium attack does 1d12, you say, okay, well I don't want to do the fireball, I want to do slash. You're like, that's great. You can do 1d6 now since it's taken away from the explosive damage. It gives you a higher percentage to get a larger number, right?
Hmm.
It's a small bonus, but it's also a small disadvantage because explosive damage doesn't do anything but knock him back. It still does the
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
resist damage.
Oh, I
It's
see.
just a different type of damage. So
Okay.
also you could say like, okay, well then if you're going to do fire slash, then it's going to do slashing damage, and if they're wearing enemies wearing chainmail, then that slashing damage doesn't affect them as much as if it was a piercing damage. So if they chose fire spear for their medium attack, it's a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
But now we're getting pretty rules heavy. So this is another thing in the design philosophy. I wanted it to be like, okay, I know I don't know the words like it's like crunchy or something. I gotta learn those terms. But basically like,
Number crunchy.
yeah, like I want it to be more like, okay, this system is, if you want to be like really like precise about numbers and stuff and modify your characters in a very rule-based way, then like Dungeons and Dragons or something else might be more the way to go. But I wanted this to be a little more free form. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
too much
So
where it's like
go
you
for
have to think
freeform.
of each attack and like modify it super
No,
hardcore.
you would never have to, but
Or like,
you can just say that if someone wants to make an attack, they
mhm.
make the attack, and you just go basic attack stuff, right? Like you don't use the AC and the roll and the bonus.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
But if the player says, okay, I want to do this because of this, then you can implement it.
Okay.
So like if I made like what I did with my spear, the slashing spear thing.
Mhm.
If I said I want to make a spear attack and just make it fire, it doesn't have to do anything. It just can just take the spear attack
Yeah.
because I feel like being cinematic.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
that's
okay,
kind of
yeah,
how
that's
your
fine.
character
So
is in this world.
yeah,
That's how he
yeah,
rolls.
it would
So
do that. So and if I said I want to make a fireball attack, you said that's great, and I roll a fireball attack. But if I said I want to make a fire spear specifically because this guy's wearing chainmail, you say okay, cool, and then he has some sort of a bonus like a 1d4 or something like that. But you don't have to implement that unless the player says specifically for this reason I want to do this.
So now I like the idea of like just a mechanic that DMs can use to add or subtract either something, either damage or hit to hit, but based on like it's kind of like the inspiration or advantage system in D&D where but it's a little more open-ended where if your player says something that makes sense to you, then you're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to give you an extra this because you were attacking, you said you're specifically attacking his metal armor, and fire has an advantage over metal. That's how it works on this chart. So since you thought about that, you get an extra this damage, or you get an extra plus to hit. Is that kind of what you're saying? Like a
Yeah,
small bonus that you can add, or even it could be a detriment. You could be like, oh, did you
yeah.
attack?
And if they said
Like
something wrong,
yeah,
you
something
can
that
fix
doesn't make sense, or oh, you forgot that this guy was here. So now you're gonna get a minus this because he was been, whatever.
Yeah, it's not something you have to keep tabs on all the time.
Yeah,
But if
okay.
it comes to mind,
It's not
you can
strict.
implement it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not terribly strict, but if
Okay.
it comes to mind and it's
I like this.
situational, it's cinematic, and works with the story, then yeah, implement it.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I'm definitely gonna think about that and add something in the mechanics section, I think. All right, so let's start to wrap up because everyone's been trying to get my attention, but also I wanted to let you know what Molluscoid said to your character after he struck down Semel, and then this is like I feel like this is a good ending point. Where is it, Molluscoid? Is that you, Molluscoid? Oh, here it is. Do you want to say your line or should I say it?
Oh, let me
He yells basically he yells surrender and offers you and he offers shampoo as an offering to his new god Hobo. So apparently he has fallen down in yeah, he's surrendered his life to you, man. He wants to serve you as you're his master or deity even. So yeah, he offers a shampoo in a symbolic way and says he wants to serve you as his new god for some reason.
All right, can I respond and then we
Yeah,
get it?
hell yeah, that's how we got to do it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna like take his shampoo. Inspect it. You know how like the CS:GO, you ever played CS:GO and like kind of turns and whatever with the knife when you press F?
Oh, what is that?
They're kind of inspecting the knife.
Oh, Counter Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike.
Oh, the old Counter.
Yeah,
I
kinda
played
like
1.6, and I know what you mean. I haven't thought about that in a long time. What an interesting reference.
So
Okay.
like, you know how he's like, I'm doing that with shampoo, and then I chunk it in the fire. I'm like, I don't need the shampoo. Only
Dang. Dang. All right, you hear that? What do you say, U3? He says, I don't need your shampoo, only your loyalty. And unless if he doesn't get back to me, wow. All right, let's leave it at that cliffhanger. And on the next episode, we'll figure out who dies, who lives.
Jump into the lava.
Jump into the
Not the best way to go.
U3, rest in peace, man. We'll see. If he decides to keep that decision at the start of next session, then U3 can die a horrible death. But I'll give him a chance to reconsider. He's got about a week or so. I don't know. Nico wanted to play tomorrow actually, which I would be down to play test. And if you get, I don't know. So okay, I think I'm gonna end the live stream. I almost forgot I'm live streaming on YouTube with peeps. Oh, thanks, man. Diesel King, aka Noah, said it was good. Thank you for the support and all that stuff. Thanks, Hobo, for showing up, and Molluscoid, and everyone, and Nico, and all you guys. Really appreciate it.
So,
and
I'm doing I have an ongoing adventure called The Land of Misha.
Okay.
And it's like, basically what it is, it's like, instead of being set in the basic world of D&D, where it's like Dungeons, Dragons, and Knights and Swords and royalty and crap.
Okay.
It's set in a very colorful and cultural, like
Ooh.
Middle Africa, like
Ooh.
in the savannah kind of thing.
I like that.
So,
sounds nice.
Yeah. So what it is that so far what happened is that they were kind of living in their little small town village, and they're just chilling out, talking in like deep South African accents, you know, with like the exaggerated kind of stuff. It's really
Yeah.
And then
That does sound
a
fun.
big black electrical storm, like like black lightning and stuff.
Oh.
Started, like at them from the west, and like what's that? And like you can tell like the winds start getting faster, and so they're rushing to save people and etc. They kind of hide out in the cave for a while.
Okay.
Come back out, the entire what they can see of the entire world, right? They later find out that some of the world is still remaining, but the stuff is spreading. This everything coated in this like purple, disgusting decay with like purple and gray, and all the animals are kind of semi-zombie like. They haven't really died.
Oh.
They're just decaying, and like there's.
And we're talking savannah animals like zebras and lions and giraffes and stuff, like zombie giraffe.
My character is the big strong dude in our group. Gets in a fight with a lion.
Okay.
He hits it, and its mouth like sort of falls off, and the little canines kind of fall on the ground.
Nice.
But then as they get further out onto the path, their whole quest is that as the village elder was kind of describing in the first narration of the story, right? Which actually I can give to you. I do my stuff very, how do I say it? I do my DM writing in a very precise way. Like it's very descriptive.
You literally write it all out.
Yeah, it's all out there. So here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Send it.
Yeah. Send it in Discord. And you know what? I think I'm gonna end the live stream. But if there's anything, like if you wanted to plug, like if you have it on a website or you want to get people to join the game or something, and you want anyone who's watching, I don't know, or you want to share your Instagram or whatever, you could go ahead. I'm totally cool with that.
Personally, I'm not on social media.
Okay.
I'm not on. Yeah, I feel like being on social media, you post stupid ass shit sometimes, you get yourself in trouble.
That could be true. And also it takes up so much time, man. I like it sometimes, but
I have a YouTube channel, but like I have like one video. It was a long time ago. It's not even worth.
Oh man. All right. Well, you're gonna have to at least share it with me personally because I want to see, just out of curiosity. I love checking out people's random videos. But okay, so I'm just gonna end the live stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. Join the Discord. I'll put the link in the description, and then you can play and let me know what you think of World of Chibu, and then let me know in the comments what you thought of this game. If you watched this whole thing, then you definitely better leave a comment, giving me some feedback on what's good and what sucks and what could be better, and etc. That's it. Peace. God bless. Stay fantastic, everyone. And